Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. This time we are sharing with you our hotel that we stayed at for one night post cruise and also our open top bus tour around Miami. We hope that you love watching this video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and we hope that you will come back and have a look at our back catalogue at another time. Just to remind you who we are the family behind Home Away Travel Adventures, and we do everything travel. We are on all the social media platforms, including TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and of course, YouTube. So here we are arriving at our hotel. This was for one night post cruise, and it was chosen for its convenient location close to the airport, but also within easy reach of downtown Miami. 3 miles from the airport, which was only about 8 minutes in an Uber. So as you can see, this hotel is fairly big. It has a number of different rooms and suites, and also a number of those being accessible. It is on the Miami flight path, so spotting planes is very easy here. This hotel is located just off of one of the main roads, and as you can see, there are a number of fast food chains. Here is the hotel lobby and restaurant bar. As you walk through the main doors, it has a 24-hour reception area and also a nice size mini mart shop where you can make some purchases of essential items. This is the restaurant area where we enjoyed breakfast, which you will see a little bit later. We checked in very swiftly and then headed straight to the elevator and pressed floor 6, which is where our room was located. Here is our room, a 2-queen standard guest bedroom, and as you walk in, on the left hand side there is a main bathroom. This has a toilet, sink and also shower over bath. And as you come out, just to the right hand side is a microwave, coffee machine, some water and also a mini fridge. Here is some storage with a desk area, a TV and the 2 beds, complete with charging points for both sides, a seat, a small table and also a view over to the industrial area just outside. If you are familiar with America hotels, you will be aware that 2 queen beds sizes here are more than enough for 4 adults or 2 adults, 2 children, but the beds are plenty big enough to accommodate everybody. In the bathroom there is body lotion, soap and also body wash, hair shampoo and hair conditioner. There is plenty of storage here for 4 people, but as it's designed as an airport hotel, people don't tend to stay here too long, and so we did keep all of our luggage inside our cases. As you can see, there is an iron in the room, there is also a safety deposit box and an ironing board. Here we have the outdoor pool area and jacuzzi. It is not too big, but it's plenty for the amount of people that were using it whilst we were there. There is also some seating areas, and it's just a nice opportunity to sit outside and catch some rays before your ongoing flight or your incoming adventures. The pool is open from dawn until dusk, and then we have a fitness centre which is equipped with good cardiovascular and free weights, as well as some mats and of course a water machine and some towels. This is open 24 hours and accessible with a room key. Next, moving on to breakfast. Cereals, lots of toppings for oatmeal, yogurts, fruits, granola, as well as a hot offering. On top of that, there are a number of bagel options and some pastries, muffins too. Ready to serve yourself are scrambled eggs, corned beef hash, potatoes, and you can also choose from a number of items on the order menu. There is also ample coffee, as well as coffee mate and water and juices. No stay at a Hilton Garden Inn would be complete without their signature waffles. This is an order item, but there is no extra charge, and you can also order omelettes too. Just before we jump on the bus and take you on our journey, I should let you know that the self-parking is $15 a day here, but there is also complimentary airport shuttles. Onwards to our open-top bus tour. We boarded the bus in Bayside downtown, and as you just saw there where Miami Heat play, and we took the bus straight over the causeway past Dodge Island, where we saw a number of beautiful cruise ships, including the one that we had just disembarked. That was indeed the MSC Seaside. You also have the Norwegian Getaway there and the Wonder of the Seas, both of which we have been on in previous cruises. It was a beautiful sunny day, which then turned quite cloudy and grey, but it didn't stop us, and there certainly wasn't any rain that we experienced during this tour. We have been to Miami several times, and we have never done this open top bus tour, so we thought it was a good opportunity to do that with our son, who hadn't done it either. Here we are at Bayside Marketplace. This is somewhere that we love to come, having first been in 2010 on our honeymoon, and of course it has developed a lot since then. It is one of the hubs of Miami, where there is lots of lovely market style stalls, as well as outdoor restaurants and bars, and a number of other attractions as well, where you can go on boat tours from the marina and also on jet skis and other attractions such as this big wheel. One of the most popular areas of Miami is of course Ocean Drive, the heart of the Art Deco area. This is along Miami and also South Beach. We did take the opportunity on this to hop off and to walk along to see the beach and also the lifeguard stations, as well as some of these wonderful hotels and restaurants and bars along the front. You will see here that the beach in Miami is really expansive. It's long, it's wide, and it accommodates hundreds, if not thousands of people every single day. This is one of the famous lifeguard stations on Miami Beach, and it is manned from dawn until dusk. Probably our personal favourite is here in Little Havana and Calle Ocho. This is the heart of all of those Latinos and Cuban people that have been in the Miami area for some time now. We love meandering down the streets and visiting Domino Park, and how lovely that we managed to see one of the ladies that we saw 3 years ago by complete coincidence here, and it was just really nice to catch up and get another picture with her all of those years later. It's a way of life here in Miami and the Little Havana area for people to just come and play and mingle, socialise and enjoy the music, and no better place than Ball and Chain. We absolutely adore listening to the music coming down the streets and standing outside just enjoying the atmosphere. On this occasion, we decided to have some lunch at El Cristo Cuban Cuisine. We had a gorgeous meal here. It was a much needed break in the air conditioning away from the humidity. This time we chose the Cuban sandwich, which of course is very, very popular here, and also 2 types of empanadas. After lunch, we went to Azúcar. Now this is our favourite ice cream shop of all time, and definitely if you've never been, go here and also try the Abuela Maria. Hey, for Azúcar, Abuela Maria ice cream! I do think that my husband should have told me that I had ice cream on my chin, but never mind. We go onwards to Versailles. Now, this was actually filmed before we went on the cruise ship, because I don't want you thinking that we've had lunch, we've then gone and had coffee and cake, and then we've had evening meal as well. This is the most famous cafe and bakery in Miami. You can always tell when it is full of locals that it is a place that you need to experience and try. And my goodness, we have been coming here for several years now and it never ever disappoints. Just take a look at all of these sweet and savoury items that you can choose from. We are in Versailles. Rice pudding. Mortadillo.
Yeah, I'm just like, I've already had a lot of coffee today.
Tres leches and banana. And this is next door, Versailles by night. And this is where we had our final meal of our trip on this occasion. Honestly, this place, for the food quality, the atmosphere and for the cost, it is a no-brainer. I honestly can't recommend anywhere highly enough than this place here in the heart of Little Havana, Calle Ocho, Miami. Of course, we had traditional dishes, and this one is vaca frita. This is pulled meat with rice and also plantains. And of course, we went for the tres leches and key lime pie for our dessert. So that is a roundup of our very, very quick stop at the end of our cruise, including a little bit beforehand. We hope you've enjoyed all that Miami has got to offer on this video. Please do check our back catalogue and come back for more videos soon. Thank you so much, and if we're able to help with any of your trip planning for future, please just get in touch with us.